is about to begin. The banners rise, the crowd draws near, a realm of battle soon appears. Scars of honor, tales to tell, of kingdoms rise and kingdoms fell. The night is young, the ale is strong. We'll sing this song, it won't be long. Grab your seats, let's dive right in. The stream is about to begin. Follow, follow, follow Armegon. The stream is life, come everyone. Scars of honor where legends spin. Follow Armegon, the stream begins. Heroes gather, mages cast. Moments fade, but memories lost. The battles rage, the kingdoms cry. The story lives, it will not die. The time has come, so gather near. Raise your voices, let's make it clear. The call is strong, let games begin. The stream is about to begin. Now heroes, take your place. Adventure calls in this grand space. Stay and watch, don't wander away. The stream begins, it starts today. Follow, follow, follow Armegon. The stream is life, come everyone. Stars of honor where legends spin. Follow Armegon, the stream begins. Hear ye, hear ye, the fire is lit, the stage is set, a tale unfolds you won't forget. Stay a while, brave souls and kin, the stream is about to begin. The banners rise, the crowd draws near, a realm of battle soon appears. Scars of honor, tales to tell, of kingdoms rise and kingdoms fell. The night is young, the ale is strong. We'll sing this song, it won't be long. Grab your seats, let's dive right in. The stream is about to begin. Follow, follow, follow Armegon. The stream is life, come everyone. Stars of honor where legends spin. Follow Armegon, the stream begins. Heroes gather, mages cast. Moments fade, but memories lost. The battles rage, the kingdoms cry. The story lives, it will not die. The time has come, so gather near. Raise your voices, let's make it clear. The call is strong, let games begin. The stream is about to begin. Now heroes, take your place. Adventure calls in this grand space. Stay and watch, don't wander away. The stream begins, it starts today.
The fire is lit, the stage is set, a tale unfolds you won't forget. Stay a while, brave souls, and keep the stream is about to begin. The banners rise, the crowd draws near, a realm of battle soon appears. Scars of honor, tales to tell, of kingdoms rise and kingdoms fell. The night is young, the ale is strong. We'll sing this song, it won't be long. Grab your seats, let's dive right in. The stream is about to begin. Follow, follow, follow Armegon. The stream is life, come everyone. Stars of honor where legends spin. Follow Armegon, the stream begins. Heroes gather, mages cast. Moments fade, but memories lost. The battles rage, the kingdoms cry. The story lives, it will not die. The time has come, so gather near. Raise your voices, let's make it clear. The call is strong, let games begin. The stream is about to begin. Now heroes, take your place. Adventure calls in this grand space. Stay and watch, don't wander away. The stream begins, it starts today. Hear ye, hear ye, the fire is lit, the stage is set, a tale unfolds you won't forget. Stay a while, brave souls, and keep the stream is about to begin. The banners rise, the crowd draws near, a realm of battle soon appears. Scars of honor, tales to tell, of kingdoms rise and kingdoms fall.
Hello everyone! It is Sunday. It is the time of the week where I sit down and I discuss with you all things Scars of Honor. For those of you who are new here, my name is Venerin and I'm a creative director of Scars of Honor and CEO of Beast Burst Entertainment. As many of you has probably already guessed, and you guessed it correctly, today I'm going to showcase the exact date of our first playtest, of our first playtest where we are going to see all the core systems of the game. Now, there is very important caveat that I really want you guys to understand. We are showcasing the core systems of the game. That doesn't mean that the game is complete. And this is very important for you guys to understand this differentiation. And I see that we are already huge in numbers. So for today, I have prepared a special trailer. A special trailer prepared from the team, and I have stolen it, and I will showcase it to you early than everybody else. The official announcement of that same trailer will be done tomorrow. But you guys, you will see it today, because guess what? You deserve it. I'm really thankful, and I want to take a moment to thank every one of you guys, because making this game without the community is nothing. Making an MMORPG is all about the community. If we don't have a good community, I don't think we'll be ever having good game. And if we take a moment and we look back at the days where we were enjoying quite a lot MMORPGs, we were enjoying them because we were part of one good community. And today I got chills. I got chills because, guys, I see what we are building, and we are building it together. The community of Scars of Wonder is amazing. And I want to have a round of applause for the community of Scars of Wonder. You guys can trigger it. So go ahead. This round of applause is just for you guys. This is for you. This is the only thing I can do. I'm humbled and I'm thankful for having you guys and for building what we are building together. And I see that you are very strong on the applause. Now, I think it's time to discuss something really, really important. And what could be more important than you understanding in which hands you are trying to invest your future MMORPG time. So I see the hype is going real. I see the hype is going real. 1 second, guys. 1 second. 1 second. Let me just find the actions. 1 second. Let me just for a moment turn off the applause. Let me turn it off for a moment. Because, guys, I think it's important to understand one thing. Let me just bring back the music and continue. Guys, we have made a lot of posts, a lot of discussions about backspace. Is it pay to win? Is it convenience? Is it good? Is it bad? Now, I have personally seen in many votes the community going 90 to 10. It's not pay to win, it's fine, it's not a problem. But then I have delved deeper into those 10% or 12 or 20%, doesn't matter. It's definitely the minority, but minority of 10,000 people is 2,000 people. It's no longer a minority. And guys, 1 second. Let me just turn off all these for a moment. Because I have something really serious to share with you. When it comes to me saying that the game will not be pay to win, and I'm confident it will not be pay to win, I'm meaning it. So effective of today, there will be no backspace sold in Scars of Wonder. I know that was the minority of the people who said it's a pay to win, but there is a strong information that I have taken from these people. And I'm not here being part of this community and being given an enormous task to take decisions about this game and then pretending that I have not seen and I have not heard you. This is not me. This is not me. I will not do this. So effective from today, there will be no backspace selling in Scars of Wonder. We'll just find another ways, and there is a way. There is a way which we can do this. And I'll give you an example with what we are replacing it. Very similar, very simple. An optional appearance subscription, an optional appearance subscription, which gives you what? First, every month you receive a bag of appearance points, which you can use to change your appearance. This is, and you receive more for what you will pay with that subscription, and it's optional. I want to highlight, this is optional. If you want to play and support the game, you can do it optionally. The second thing which this appearance subscription will give you is the ability to change hairstyles, to maybe chat enable sliders with a very small tweaks. This is not confirmed. This is an optional thing which we will decide if it's gonna be inside the subscription. But I'm strongly staying here and listening to you. And for me, when it comes to the game being not pay to win, if there is even a small chance of the game being pay to win, and it is because of you need to go 5 times to the capital city to deposit your materials, and you're receiving more benefits compared to the person that didn't pay. If this is even a small hint of pay to win, we are not doing it. I'm not sitting here building a community where we are not following the core principles of the game. So I really want this discussion to be over and to not bring it, because we are just built different. And second thing before I showcase you the trailer, guys. For me, it's super important to understand that I'm not here sitting and hyping you unreasonably about the game. I mean, I can sit down and speak constantly about the game, how cool it is, how much I like what I'm seeing. I mean, of course, this is my baby. This is what I'm building, and I'm building it for years, and I have bled for this, and nearly the impossible has happened for this to become reality. But end of the day, it only matters how good it is. End of the day, it only matters how good it is. And I want you to understand one thing. Scars of Honor will not be the best MMORPG you have ever played. It will not be the worst you have ever played. So, hype, I'm really blessed to have it. And I cannot express how thankful I am to you guys about this. But hype can also be double-edged sword. So, with this test, my biggest worry is that people will come and think that this game is complete and I'm ready to embark on my next MMORPG journey. The sole reason of this test is a technical test. This will allow us to understand where are our issues, what you guys don't like, what you like and what you don't like. And to be honest, I'm more looking into what you don't like, because these are the places where we can improve and where we should improve. So, without further ado, guys, it's time. Let me showcase you the trailer. So here we are, and shout out to Canon. Shout out to Canon because he was the first content creator that basically said April. So I did my best, chat, to deliver on the promise to give you an April date. Now, very important, and I'm going to draw how we're gonna do this and what's gonna be inside that test. So, April 30th. We are starting an 11 day test where you guys are going to help us. You're going to help us understand all of the problems that Scars of Honor have, where we should improve, and what you don't like. Of course, the cool stuff that you like, this is the reason why you will join and play the game. But without further ado, I want to explain one thing. I will review the trailer several more times throughout the stream so that for the new joiners who join the stream, they can see it again. Now, this test, and as I said it in the beginning, it will have all of the systems of the game that have been implemented last year. How are we going to unveil those? First, when we start the test, let me go back to the gameplay. So, playtest. Let me just zoom a little bit, and I'm going to explain you in a little bit more details. So, playtest starting 30 of April. The moment when we start this test, we are not going to unveil you the whole systems of the game. We are going to start with systems like combat, of course, combat, leveling, talents, scars, gathering, crafting, voice comms, because we have voice chat in the game. And this is the first batch of content release that we are going to do for the first batch. Second, after that comes dungeons. Dungeons will be a standalone release in that window, which will allow us to focus extensively on testing dungeons and understanding their issues. After we release this, on a third wave, we release the next batch of content, which is the PvP part. This is basically Battleground and Arenas. These are all of the systems, ladies and gentlemen, that you're going to see inside the game. Is it going to be free? Yes, let me write it on top. Free test. Let me just make it let me just make it big. Let me just make it like that. It's a free test. It's a free test and everyone can join it. Why are we doing this? We are doing it that way because I believe, first of all, this is a technical test and we need to stress test the servers as much as possible. So, what is the easier way to stress it as much as possible rather than open the gates for everyone? And with these content releases, let me just first drop, second drop, and then the third drop. This is basically how we are going to drop the content for you guys to enjoy it and play it. We are going to have a focused testing in the specified days where we are going to take all of your feedback about combat, leveling, talents, scars, gathering, crafting, voice chat. This is the big portion that you receive at the beginning. At the second, you receive the procedural dungeons, the procedural dungeon called Crypt of the Fallen. Why are we giving only one? First, because this is an experimental build, if you like. And we want to get your feedback to understand, is it fun? Should we change it? Should we apply something different on it? Is it fun in general? We don't want to create 5 dungeons and then understand that, you know what, they're not fun, and now we need to tweak 5 dungeons. We want to make one, make it good, confirm that it's fun, and the only way we can confirm it's fun is by giving it to you guys. And then, when you confirm, okay, it's good, it's fine, then we can basically plug more content. Oh, by the way, sorry guys, man, we have so much systems in the game that I'm even forgetting ones. Of course, with combat and leveling comes questing. This is in the first drop that you're going to receive. Here is also, by the way, another one that I have forgotten, and it's open world. So all of this will be available at day 1, at 30th of April. This is what you receive as first portion. After that, dungeons, after that, PvP and battlegrounds. So, yet again, I want you to understand one thing. The moment when you join and you see Scars of Honor, you need to understand. I'm here to hype you, of course, guys. I'm here to hype you, but I'm also here to responsibly, not responsibly, with in a responsible manner, explain you that this is not final product. This is not a product that is representative of what it will be at the end of the moment when we release the game at 1.0. So effectively, realistically, guys, and I'm super honest and transparent with you guys, this is going to be probably the worst state of which you're going to see Scars of Honor. And you might be surprised, but that's the reality. Why it's going to be the worst state? Because this is the first iteration. After that, we are going to improve a lot based on your feedback, based on what you like, what you don't like, and where were the clear bugs, where were the clear issues with it. So it is important for you to understand this. We are not going to a final game. We are basically making a stress test which allows us to understand how we need to move forward. Now, on the other side, this is definitely a test in which you're going to understand and have a very good grasp about Scars of Honor and what it will be. Why? Because the moment when you see all of these systems, some of them having a bug or two, some of them not polished completely, you at least understand what the game will be the moment when it's ready. And I can give you an example like this. If you're buying a house and it's not furnished and it's not ready at the moment, you walk into it and you see, okay, this is the kitchen. This is the kitchen. I like how big it is. I like where it's positioned, but it's not furnished. You get a grasp of what this thing could be. So this is exactly the same state about Scars of Honor. You are opening and you're entering in a not finished product. Now, I'm here every Sunday, and it's a pleasure for me to sit down and take your feedback. When the test comes, I will stream every single day. I will stream every single day. Why? Because I want to get your feedback. I know the game will not be perfect, but I'm not hiding. I'm not hiding from the problems. I'm here facing them firsthand. And I'm not afraid of them. Why? Because I know that whatever problem you find, whatever bug you guys find, our team can resolve it. And I'm 100% confident about that. Our team can definitely solve it. Of course, something might not be good, something might not be fun. That's the reason of the test. This is why we are doing this. And I hope you get into that specific event with the proper attitude towards it. So, guys, did we have a raid? What happened? Did we have a raid? What happened? Okay, so I want to discuss one other thing. I am here to share whatever we have for Scars of Honor, completely open, completely transparent. And I believe all the content creators from the community should share the same. I'm super hyped and I'm super thankful to Canon, to Rorier, to Vladus, to Coconut, to all of these awesome content creators for the sole reason that they effectively decided, okay, we are going to cover this and we are going to help building the community of Scars of Honor. None of them has been paid a dime to do that. And there was a question from one YouTuber. What do I think about creating a content program where all the purchases that are made from the players that this content creator brought to the game, a certain percentage of that goes to them? Guys, we have seen such thing in previous MMORPGs, and I'm not monetizing on this. So effectively from now, I will tell you one thing. If you see a video from a content creator about Scars of Honor, they can be not liking the game. They can be trash talking the game. They can be completely destroying the game. It's unique. It's, if they say something good, it's also unique. So I don't want to create a near MLM scheme where I will tell you how good the game is, but I'll take 10% of your purchases and stuff. We are not doing that. Scars of Honor is not doing that. Whomever is covering Scars of Honor should be covering it for the right reasons. And I know it's a different take. But we are not a multi-billion-dollar company. That's one thing. Second, if we were, I don't think I can buy... there is no point, guys. There is no point. Whatever the content creator is, if I hand him a bag of money, and he will be obliged to say good things about the game. And then what happens? You come here, you see the game is not good, and you're like, what the hell? And then you are mad, and then you leave. So who actually wins from that? Nobody. Neither you, neither the company. No one. On the other side, those genuine content creators that have covered Scars of Honor and continuing to cover Scars of Honor, they have my deepest gratitude. Because these are one of the few people that you deserve to follow. And I completely recognize that. And I'm speechless to express my gratitude to them. But whatever these people, and I hope they stay that way, are showcasing, you can definitely say that there is some substance behind it. So, without going, after we go in the next hot topic, I want to give you another showcase again on the trailer announcing the playtest. For those of you who have joined recently, let's see it, guys. Let's see it once again. So, here we are again. I hope that you have liked the trailer, and I want to highlight one thing. Guys, I am here to hype you, definitely. However, not everything that you have seen from the game is the real gameplay footage. All of the content, like models, environment, they are from inside the game, but in several scenarios there were cinematics. There were cinematics cutscenes that are kind of bringing a little bit up the quality of the game. So hype responsibly, I would say. And now, guys, I think what we can do is see a little bit about, talk a little bit about the classes that are going to be inside the game and what you are going to see there. So, first class that is going to be there is Paladin. Paladin will have near 300 talent nodes, which you'll be able to customize in the way that you want. There were a discussion recently on in our Discord about dual spec. Dual spec is definitely something that we are thinking in general. By the way, let me just hop into the game, right? Man, I love how I'm jumping from topic to topic, so I apologize for that. I'm super hyped. Excuse me for this. But let's jump into the game, right? Let's jump into the game. So, I love to talk about the game while running the game. Now, I'm currently with Ranger, but we need to speak a little bit with for the Paladin, so let me go there and just make one Paladin. Let me just make one Paladin. Let it be like that. So, these are the classes that you are going to have and play on the upcoming test. Paladin, Mage, Ranger, Druid. These are the 4 classes that you're going to play on the upcoming test. Now, let's start with the Paladin. First, and customizations. Somebody, by the way, someone, I was laughing a lot. Someone said that he's dumping the game because the female characters had really thick eyebrows. And I was like, how it's possible? Loud music. You have loud music? Can you hear me? 1 second. Music is loud. Let me reduce it. Game sound. Okay. 1 second. Okay, I know what's happening. It's my Windows thing. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Sorry. Okay. Not here. Okay. Exactly. Now we're gonna fix it. 1 second. Now, should be fine, right? Okay. Sorry, chat. Sorry, it was my Windows doing me tricks. So sorry. So let me repeat all over again. So you are going to have 4 classes on the upcoming test: Paladin, Mage, Ranger, and Druid. Now audio should be fine, right? Okay. So let me see the audio. Yeah, you should be hearing it well. Let me just see. Let me just fix the audio and then we will go. Okay. Now audio should be good. So, Paladin, Mage, Ranger, and Druid. The 4 classes that you're going to see on the game. Now, what you're seeing currently is a dev build. This is not what you're going to play on the game, on the test, and it's not representative of anything close to release. Now, let me go and just do a very brief customization on the character, because why not? Let me just see, where was the hair? Okay, here is the hair. I think we have good enough customization. And before my audio broke, I was joking that I saw a comment inside our Discord about one guy that was complaining that he's dumping the game because the female characters had really thick eyebrows. And I was like, what? You can definitely go and customize the eyebrows. This is one thing that you can do. But I'm having fun, guys. I'm a person who sits inside Discord and reads what you're writing. Especially on YouTube, in the comment section of the videos, I'm 100% there and I'm doing my best with Discord, but I'm having such a great time. Let me just put some random name. Man, the team has taken all of the random names, Beast Burst, on our staging server. Let me make it like so. Okay. So, guys, I want to tell you several things that I currently don't like in the game and several things that are going to be improved. First one that I don't like in the game is the environment texture, lighting, and saturation of the colors. On the last stream that we had with Rasmus, our art director, we have discussed a lot about where we want the game to be, what will be changed. And this is one of the things that is going to be changed. Now, one other thing that I definitely want to see improved is the dodge system. We have a dodge system. This is the dodge system, by the way. You have seen me casting a dodge. This is effectively allowing you several things. Dodge in Scars of Honor, basically doing this. If somebody is shooting at you with projectiles, basically this allows you to bypass those projectiles. And now, this is something that I really want to get your feedback. And especially on the upcoming test. I am currently not 100% sold on that feature. Should it be inside the game? Should it not be inside the game? One thing we definitely will improve is just the animation and transitioning, especially around the end of the cast. See this. I will show it that way because it's easier for you to see it, guys. See at the end, there was not a smooth transition. This is definitely something that we will improve. Of course, this is a development build. I'm not showcasing you anything final. I'm just allowing you to get a grasp of this. But I really want to hear your opinion on the dodge mechanic. For dodge mechanic, for Mage, is blink. You basically teleport and it's super snappy. There I have no discussions. It needs to be inside the game. But we are planning to have a dodge system effectively for every class inside the game. And I really want to hear, and I will make a poll because I really want you to vote. Should we delve deeper and perfect this dodge system or not? What dodge system? Let me explain again for those of you who have joined recently. Dodge system allows you to basically bypass incoming projectiles, and it's really cool. It creates a good gameplay, but I'm not really sure because this is effectively the first time in a top targeted MMORPG where I'm seeing a dodge mechanic, and I'm not 100% sold on this. So let me create a poll and hear your opinion. By the way, let me just put some music behind. 1 second. Because music is always important. 1 second. Yeah, this is the audio of the game, so it's fine. Let me make the poll and hear your thoughts on the dodge mechanic. Should we do it? Should we not do it? Do you like such thing? Do you like the idea of a dodge mechanic in mechanic like that? Yes. No. I need to test it first. Okay. Let's just do it that way. And the poll is on. You know, guys, I'm coming here every Sunday, and taking the feedback firsthand is crucial for me. It's crucial for me, and I really want to show you some things that. Now this is a fix that needs to be applied with the shader. So you see this square. This is definitely something that is going to be cleaned. Charge towards the target, unleashing. This is something new that the team. This is basically chat. It is. I'm that authentic at the moment that basically I'm unveiling what the team have included as new spells since last stream, and I will playtest them for first time here on stream together with you. So let me see how the votes go. So we have 65% of you voting for yes, 26% of you voting for I need to test it first, so it's like yes and no, and around 8% voting for no. Okay. Let me see this. Yeah, this needs a target. So I think in order to have a target, I probably can find something inside over here, or let me just let me go to teleport. By the way, last time I was making cheats and you were not able to see the chat. Let me move myself because I believe you guys never actually have seen the chat of Scars of Honor. This is the chat system that we have created. And by the way, chat, Scars of Honor have integrated already a full-blown voice chat. it's we have a voice chat system where you can basically have it with proximity. Let me just see. Yeah, voice chat. You can enable it. You can disable it. You can make the push to talk untranslated explanation, and here basically do the configuration. It's very basic voice chat system, but I feel like in today's day and age, it's important to have a voice chat. The more you need to go out of the game to, for example, to communicate with somebody else that you are playing the game, the higher the chance is you to not return to the game. That's the reality. That's the real situation. So voice chat is implemented, and we will definitely test it very actively with you guys, on the upcoming test. What is this? Oh, this is the banner. This is a really cool spell. This one is another one that needs to be kind of cleaned. Let me see what was... That was the self-heal. This is what? Channel to make your... Oh, this is really cool, but I need to have someone inside. This is the bash. And this is one of the coolest spells. This is the shield. Oh! Let me keep it, and I will... After the cooldown is down, I will explain you again what it does. Now, chat, take a look at this. Take a look at this. This basically allows you to build a specific build and make a mix in between the way you want. This is Avatar of Sanctification. Oh my god, I love this. I love this spell. This transforms you. Let me just quickly go. Increases Vindicator strike damage by 5. So, for those of you who are new here, what are those 6 nodes that you're seeing over here? This is basically showcasing you the major build direction for that character. This will basically define majority of your playstyle. This is the place where you say, okay, I want to be more like leaning to tank, or more like leaning to I don't know, a knight or something like that, or an inquisitor with the Sunbreaker, which is a really cool build, by the way. And you define this, and after that you can definitely rotate. You can start from here and you can rotate to come to this spell. So you definitely can do this even if you're not selecting Sunbreaker as a major talent node. So let me showcase you several cool spells, by the way. What was this? Holy Vindicator? No, Avatar of Sanctification. This was really cool spell. Another cool one is that one. So it came directly. See this. See this, chat. It's hard for me to not hype. Sorry, chat. It's hard for me to not hype. It's hard for me to not hype. But when we said we want to make the Paladin pop, we made the Paladin pop. Now let me enable back the emotes. 1 second. Let me enable back the applause and the fail, because you might not like it. Okay. Okay. I think you liked it. I think you liked it, right? Okay. 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 So let me go back. Let me go back to the game. Let me go back to the game. Now, one other thing. Scars of Honor is full of mechanics. Are they all bug-free? Are they all final or anything like that? No, chat. 100% no. But I want you to understand one thing. The team is developing, and is developing super fast. I'll tell you why you have not heard anything about us for the past year. Because for 1 year, a studio based in Bulgaria that is nearly 3 times smaller than one other studio that you have previously seen suffer immensely. For just 1 year, we have developed procedural dungeons, scars system, talents system, gathering with all of the gathering games, wood cutting, mining, fishing, alchemy, cooking. Now we continue with crafting, that is a whole another thing by itself. Questing, another system created again in that same exact time frame. Arenas, in that exact same time frame. The only thing that we had from 2024 entering 2025 was the bare bones system of the most important system. We spent 1 full year in planning and preparing for making the combat system. And now I'll tell you another story that might sound kind of unrealistic to you. 2024, September. We need to travel at the beginning of October to BGS in Brazil. Scars of Honor have no combat. The game have absolutely no combat, chat. And 1 month after that, we need to be in BGS and showcase this to thousands of players. Me and several other people, I personally had more than 400 hours spent in making the combat system, but making it right so that we can scale it afterwards. The moment when I casted the first fireball in 2024, I was laughing like a child, chat. I was laughing like a child. It was, oh my god, it all can happen. It all can happen. And after that, we have extended the combat system with so many mechanics. By the way, what happened? My Elgato lost connection? What? 1 second. Oh, wait. Wait. I think the PC was going to turn off. Yes, okay. I dropped the mouse and it went silent. So, after 2024 concluded, we focused for 2025 on basically making the game. And right now, you're going to see all of these systems created. Why am I telling you this? Because you need to understand that all of these things were created in a time frame that not many other studios can say. And I'm standing completely behind this. Beastburst team is not one of the best, is the best team I have ever seen. And I am so happy that I'm working with such talented people day by day. And I am seeing their devotion and their support on making this. These people are staying every single time when we need to deliver on something, and if we are not on time, because it happens, guys, it happens. These people are, I will stay, I will help you, we need to make it. So, this is why I'm saying, I'm not afraid of the public test when you come and when you see it, because if there is a bug, if there is a problem, we can solve it. And why am I losing Elgato again? What is happening? The game is on. Oh, I need to rotate the mouse, otherwise it loses. This is weird, Elgato, but still. So, now, let me show you this. This mechanic is the shield of the Paladin. This effectively blocks all the incoming projectiles. This one is basically the buff. This when you do it, and when you go inside a battleground, believe me, it's fun. Believe me, it's fun. Now, I want to show you something different. A really cool spell. This is, by the way, see, this is the talent that kind of makes Avatar of Sanctification a little bit more powerful. Not a little bit, quite a bit. So let's go and do a refund. Let me go and do a refund of all these systems. Not systems, talents. And pick this one. This one is one that I really, really like. Let me find it. And you see right now, here, I have the new one placed. Let me show you. This is basically deciding to go and do another build. This spell, this animation is not final, but see this. It's really nice. It's really nice. And I had this discussion, I think it was earlier with Canon, about I need to move my mouse, otherwise Elgato will destroy me. About the intensity of the VFX. Intensity of the VFX is definitely something that we need to work upon and make sure that not everything is popping the same way as... Oh my god, the audio was a little bit too much. We need to have some spells that are quite less VFX intensive, and others like Avatar of Sanctification that are basically unique spells, like I call them ultimate spells. So this is basically the Paladin. Let me move myself, because last time, by the way, chat, last time when I was showcasing you the game, I also did not show you the gathering tools. This is the place where you need to put your pickaxe, your axe, and your fishing pole to perform gathering actions inside Scars of Honor. And by the way, speaking about this, I want to tell you another story. The first time when we created fishing inside the game, the team decided to go unique way. Ad will start in 4 minutes. Okay, so I will tell you this story. We'll probably watch the trailer, we'll go into ads, and we'll come back for more Scars of Honor. But let's go back to the fishing. So the team wanted to create a relatively unique take on the fishing, how it feels, how it goes. So fishing in Scars of Honor used to be, you use a fishing spear, and this is how you fish. But I was like, man, everyone who goes fishing uses a fishing pole. So I was like so unfond of this idea that I was like, team, please, let's just make a fishing pole. So the team has made effectively a fishing pole. It's nothing super fancy or anything to hype about, but I just wanted to showcase it to you. And as we are here in SWAC, I'm right away showing you internal stuff from our internal communication, guys. Why? Because nothing to hide. Absolutely nothing to hide. Can I guarantee you that this will be the best MMORPG you ever play? No, I cannot do that. Can I guarantee you that we are releasing and it's 100% secured stuff, everything? No, I cannot do that. But I'm as open as I can be, and let me show you some cool stuff. So this is one amazing artist that is basically making a light armor here that you can see, and this is one of the things that we have in discussion with Rasmus, that we really want to get away from the old World of Warcraft type of armors, where armors are just texture. You swap a texture, you put an item, and the visuals just swap, and that's it. So this is why we decided to go that route. Now, this is something that I really like. Let me know, chat. Let me move the chat, by the way, so you can see it better. Let me move myself. Oh my god. This OBS is destroying me. Okay. Let me see how I can select the chat. Oh my god! This Elgato. Why? Elgato, come on, man. So, I need to move my mouse. I don't know why. It's still showing no signal here. Let me check what is happening. Okay, it came. Okay, perfect. So, I need to check the cables maybe or something. I don't know. Let me know in the chat which version of the armor you like the most. Can we do that, chat? which version of the armor you like the most? Poe. blood. Oh my god, I'm checking the cable. Something is not right. Let me check the cables. One second, let me check the stream PC. And we are back. Hopefully this time for a little bit longer. By the way, I will use this time to review the cables while the ad is going, because ad will start in 1 minute and we'll see how it goes. So, blood. So, while we are here on looking at the armors, I want to tell you one other story, because I have exactly 1 minute to explain it before we go into the ads. Many people said, I'm going to look like bad because I'm not going to buy cosmetics in Scars of Honor, and the cool armors are going to be only inside the cosmetics. Nope, they're not going to be there. All these, you can play them. If you want to switch visuals, you buy appearance points to switch them, or you buy the optional subscription for the appearance, so that you can definitely swap it. So I really want you guys to understand this. The cool visuals are not just for the people that are paying. And we need to go into an ad. Ad will start in like 20 seconds. So I will use that time to grab something to drink and probably to fix the cables, because we have a lot to cover. Still a lot more to cover, chat. Let me just see. Okay. By the way, cheers to YouTube. We have like 300 viewers just in YouTube. Really cool. For such a noob, streamer like me. Okay, we should be in ads, right? Are we or no? I'm telling you, I'm a noob streamer. Okay, 1 second. Okay, why am I not seeing the ad? It was supposed to start. Chat, let me know. Do you see an ad, or we're good to go? Loud again. Okay. I know why. 1 second. Let me fix it. How is audio now, guys? Is it okay? Let me just check. Let me just hear it for some moment. On YouTube, for example. Looks fine. Audio is good, okay. Great. Okay. Let me just check on Twitch. Yeah, looks like it's fine. Okay, ad break ends in 1.5 minutes, so we will continue. So the audio now, okay, audio should be fine like that. Okay. So let's wait for the ad and then we will continue. In the meantime, let me see. Let me go back to the mage armors, not the mage, the paladin. And then we're gonna see something cool, something really cool. Now we're gonna see something really cool, chat. So for all of you who are on YouTube and Twitch, very soon you guys will join. Let's vote on which one you believe is the best armor for the mage. And what do you think in general about the style that you're seeing on screen? Ice, ice. Oh my god, so much ice. I love ice. I really love ice. Yeah. Cosmic. Oh. Cosmic. Nice. I think we have a slightly different version already inside the game, and it's on the Mage. I will join after the outbreak with the Mage, and we can see the Mage. We can see the Mage together. Frostbolt in your faces. Yeah, it's really cool. This is a concept, I believe. No, it's not a concept. It's an actual 3D. It's an actual 3D. Yeah, they are inside the game. They are inside the game. You see, this is a testing scene. This is another environment which you are not going to be able to play on. So don't mind the environment, chat. Just look at the armor itself. You only need to care about the armor because this is an old map that you will never visit. You will never ever visit this one. So here are several armors. By the way, I think I like the most this one. It's really mystic, you know. This is screaming fire. This is screaming I will burn you. This screams I will burn you from distance. This screams I will make you chill. So I think this one is my most favorite one. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? And here are several of them. Yeah. Yeah, ice, by the way. Yeah, this one, the white one. I don't know. This one, the white one, I really like it also. Between this one, wait, one second. Here, between this one and this one, left or right, chat. Which one you believe is better? Which one? Left or right? Left or right? Left. I see a lot of frost mages. Around. I don't know. I think I like this one a little bit more. And this one is already implemented inside the game. This one is the default mage armor. These are the Paladin. Oh my god, I love those. I love the armors of Scars of Wonder. I'm not supposed to hype you that much, but you know, I just cannot stop when I see this. This is definitely something I would wear. Oh my god, see the black one. Oh my god, this reminds me a lot about the Targaryens. Do we have Game of Thrones fans in here, chat? Do we have Game of Thrones fans? The only thing that we need with this is one dragon, right? We need one dragon, but no flying mounts. So, not possible. Jokes aside, I've said this in previous streams, so for those of you who are new here, let me repeat my stance on flying mounts. And why I don't think flying mounts in general are something that MMORPGs benefit from. One of the most expensive things to develop is the open world. And it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of investment and development time, as I said it, to make it. There are a lot of things inside the open world which makes the open world a good place to be. Like hidden mysteries, hidden caves, treasures and stuff, beautiful vistas, all these cool stuff. So, if I give you the flying mount, this automatically means you go above all of this. You never see one of our biggest investments inside the game. You fly on top of it, and we lose the sole purpose of the open world. Why are we having an open world and flying mounts? These two things, they just cannot work well together. And for me, open world is in the first top 3 things needed for a good and well-designed MMORPG. So let me know your thoughts on flying mounts. Are we in agreement? Or we are going to fight over this in the future and let's make a flying mount in Scars of Honor? I'll be like, no. Okay, I really love this. Oh my god, I don't know. To be honest, I'm not sure between left and right. I'm not sure between left and right. Which one, chat? Let me just go a little bit like that. What are we choosing? Left or right? Which one is better? Which one? I'm more like left, right? Right. You're right. You're you're saying right. Chat, I think we are having a little bit differentiation between our tastes. Good thing is there is enough for everyone. That's the good part. There is enough for everyone. So as I'm here showcasing you the sneak peek inside our studio and what we are preparing for you, this is another really cool armor set. And by the way, chat, it's important to understand one thing. In Scars of Honor, and I believe in every respectable MMORPG, you should never create a system, a game, an MMORPG, where you are swapping the whole visual at once. Basically a skin, basically like League of Legends. I have seen other MMORPGs developed and died recently, especially 2024, with that model, and I'm like, at that moment I was like, oh my god, this looks really cool. This might be a big problem for us. The moment when I have seen that game has no visual progression, I was like, okay, we are in completely different waters. Scars of Honor and this game are in two completely different waters. Completely different waters, because visual progression, not core punk, by the way, it's not core punk. Visual progression for me is essential. Like, the sole reason why you're playing an MMORPG is obtaining gear. This is the status. This is how you improve and you go forward, and you showcase your earnings by visual progression. You take an item, a really cool helmet, and it doesn't change appearance. Why the hell are you even taking that item? Show us the pirate class. Pirate class will be a separate stream, ladies and gentlemen. Pirate class is such a unique class that I'll have to do a dedicated stream for that. So let me see if we have others. This one we have already seen. Oh my god, let me show you this. Oh my god. There is something for the ladies. Let me move myself. There is something for the ladies in here. Do we agree? Let me even move the chat. By the way, why am I moving it when I can just hide it? Oh my god. Let me position myself. Let me take the chat and position it correctly. And I will just hide it for a second. And hide my camera as well. Now, chat. Do we like what we're seeing? Who amongst you is picking the pink Druid armor? Do we have people that will take the pink Druid armor? Right? It's really cool. It's really cool. Let me bring back the chat up. Yeah. So this is really something that... And by the way, do we have fans of... This is not the Necromancer. This is NPC that you're going to fight. This is an NPC that you're going to fight. Don't hype. This is not the Necromancer, but it's in that thematic. It's a Necromancer NPC. It's a Necromancer NPC that you're going to fight. And now, speaking about Ranger. I like this. By the way, chat. By the way, I'm mind blown. Because when I was not supposed to show the game, I showed it. And I'm reading through the comments. And I see one guy saying, that quiver is positioned wrongly. And I'm like, oh my god, indeed. Basically, the bow is in the right hand and the quiver is on the same side. So I'm like, how it's even possible to skip this thing? How it's even possible to skip this thing? But it's an easy solution. We just need to position it correctly as it used to be. The bow of the ranger is kept at the left hand. This is another take, another reskin of the same armor. Oh, by the way, the blue one is also really, really cool. This one is reminding me a little bit about Assassin, so these are the reskins. The cool part is the team is doing a lot of those, and we are doing them fast. Now, this, if I'm not mistaken, yes, this is the heavy armor. This is for one upcoming class. This is for one upcoming class that you might be able to guess which one is it. You might be able to guess which one is it. This one, let me see. Oh, I believe this is again for the ranger. Yeah. This is again an armor for the ranger. This is again an armor for the ranger. This one, I don't know. I don't know, chat. How do we feel about this, chat? Are we... I'm kind of not sold on this one. I'm not sold. How about you, chat? If I have to pick from all of these, this one is my favorite. This one is my favorite. This one is if somebody likes it, play it, but it's not my cup of tea. Too fancy for ranger, right? Another one. I think this is, yeah, these are the same, but these are with a little bit improved lighting and stuff and reflection. Yeah. By the way, this is definitely... Ooh. Should I even show you this? Should I even show you this? This is work in progress. This is not final. This is not final, but I think you're starting to get a grasp about how armors and outfits will look like inside Scars of Honor. This is not final, and now the community is making another meme out of me. This is not final. This is not final, yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is the same. No, this is a smaller version. Ooh. See this, chat? I spoke with the team, and I said, look, we're going to have the Paladin inside the game. What is the first thing that we all agree and say a Paladin must have? What, chat? What should be the weapon that every respectful Paladin should wear? Big, strong hammer, right? So this is the concept. This is the concept. These are the real in-game weapons. You can see how far or close or far away they are from the actual concept. Ooh. This is a light armor. I think this is again for the mage. Yeah, man, this thing on here, I think it's a really cool detail. I think it's really cool detail. And by the way, chat, many of you have spotted this, and this is for a reason. Let me go inside the game, and do you see these 3 dots in here? Do you see these 3 dots in here? This is basically here we want to place the mounts. Yeah, I'm not hiding it, so you should be able to see it. This is where we want to place the mounts, so you can call them quickly. But now, do you see these 3 points over here? These 3 are basically the place where you put the potions, because we are going to emphasize strongly on potions as well. For us, potions is a good reason why you would do alchemy, like gathering and crafting. It's very important for us, and we want potions to be a requirement, especially in not a requirement but really nice thing to have with you when you go to dungeons, when you go to not as reliant like Diablo and Path of Exile are on potions, but not to be that ineffective like they are in modern World of Warcraft. Because in the beginning, in the classic version of World of Warcraft, potions used to have meaning. Potions used to have meaning. Today they are nothing, and we have a dedicated profession that is basically just doing that, potions. So let me hear your thoughts on this. So I think we did a relatively good a relatively good view on the Paladin. And by the way, I will not go and showcase you everything, because first of all, not everything is yet final, and second, I don't want to spoil you everything about the Paladin. Now let me walk out and join with another character. Let me make, should I make, this is still the bug that I'm telling you that we need to do, but this is on an old build. So let me just randomize my appearance real quick. Put some reasonable hair, body, and just go like that. Did I create it again? Let me create a mage, by the way. Yes, here is the blink. Let me randomize this, and just go inside. Let me reduce the audio because it might be too strong. So this is the Inferno Demon. This is the Inferno Demon female, and let me just glide really quickly over this planar shift. Yeah, you have seen this one. This is something that is not related to the mage. But now, here are several of the major talent nodes for the mage. Let me go. Let me teleport myself to another place. Teleport 0001, and I will explain you something that I feel like it's not well understood about the mage class. Now I'm on a very old environment here. This is the GM I want. Let me repeat that for everyone who is new. Don't get destroyed by how the environment looks. It's not something that you play on. So let me set a cheat. Set speed 20. Oh, I need to be faster. Set speed 2000. Oh my god, 2000. Oh, that was a little bit too much. Oh my god. Let me fix my speed. Set speed 0. Respawn. Okay. I just went a little bit too much. Let me just walk out and walk in again, and then it will be fine. So while this thing is just reloading, let me just showcase you something. Let me close it, because from Farabelle we have another issue that is not allowing you to basically where is it? To basically walk out from this GM island the proper way you should. And we don't really care that much about it, because from the Unity editor it's easy for us to just stop it and enable it, and it's not something that people will play in the in reality. So let me go back and I will show you. Okay, so these are in development servers which we connect to play test the game, to see stuff. Let me create let me delete this one and create a male one this time. Let me create a male one. Let me pick mage, randomize, finish, play. Okay. So let's wait it to load into the open world. And here we are. So this is basically Iron Guard. This is an open world environment where we still have a lot to improve. So we were speaking previously with Rasmus, and for those of you who have not watched the previous stream, one thing which we want to definitely fix is the skybox and lighting and saturation. One thing that I really don't like is how the colors are on many places in texture wise and stuff. So this is definitely something we want to fix. Now let me go back to the place where we have spawned dummy NPCs which don't attack back. So let me respawn. Let me set speed this time to something that will not destroy me. Okay. And let me go real quick over there. 1 second. By the way, for those of you who are actual legends, who have been play testing with us from 2023, for example, 2022, you guys would remember this map. You guys would remember this map. Oh my god, oh my god, I went through not a place where I had to go. These are broken NPCs that we have forgotten from development, and they are not cleaned. So let me find my way. Where was it? This route? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Here we are. So, a place where we have been previously. Let me set speed to 0 and it's normal again. Now, let's go over the talents. Cosmic Knowledge, every 100 mana spend reduces cooldown of ultimate spell by 1 second. This is really, really cool. Advanced Magicka. Unknown auto attack deal 20% more damage, but now cost 20% more mana. You have now 3 blink charges, but blink has 200% more cooldown per charge. Casting Rune Word increases your intellect by 2, stacking up to 5 times for 10 seconds. And Barrier now decays 100% slower and has a 50% higher maximum amount. Why am I showing you this? Because I don't know if you have heard this or if you know, but in Scars of Honor, the so-called Battle Mage build, which revolves and plays around barriers, is basically a tank build. Yes, in Scars of Honor, a mage can be a tank. So, how does this thing works? When you become a battle mage, and you're going to see this very, very soon, you obtain a new resource, which is basically a barrier. And you use this to defend yourself. This is how the mage will basically become a real tank. So, here, I believe, yeah, this is the dodge, the dash, which, let me find, where was the blink? Where was the blink? That was... where was it? Oh my god. You had... Oh, I think it was from the major nodes. Where was it? I think this was it. Yeah, this was it. This was it. Yeah. Okay. I'm not really sure if Coco have connected this. Let me just check, because there might be a chance to this not be connected. Yeah, it's not connected. It's not connected, so you have to connect it back. Exactly. So these are the real situations when you're showcasing live. So let me... Okay, if I walk out from here, let me go back to the previous map. Teleport 009. And then I will log out from here because it will allow me. Otherwise, it will not. And I will respawn. 1 second. Spawn. Okay. So let me log out from here. Otherwise, from the other map, you can't. And that's the problem. That's the problem. So, guys, while we're waiting for this, let me give you another take on the trailer for the showcase for those of you who have joined recently. Now, enjoy. And here we are again, back to where we left it off. So, test April 30th. As I said it, this is a public test. This is not a final version of the game. This is not something that will... it will definitely give you an understanding about what the game will be. But it's not... You should not go there expecting, oh my god, I'm gonna have the best experience of my life, because this is a technical test. Now, guys, let me just see what else we have. So this is the huge tree of the ranger. You have seen it previously. This is one thing that we need. See, right now, I told you, now the bow is at the correct hand. Compared to previously, now the bow is at the correct hand. Paladin, ranger, by the way, is one really cool class, and I really like it. One thing that we need to do is basically make sure that we align perfectly. See, these are see where the arrow will appear. It appears a little bit behind the character. It appears a little bit behind the character, and this is a polish that we need to do. It's relatively fasting. It's not something that is hard to do. Oh, not this spell. Where was it? Second. This is one other spell that I like, that does a lot of damage. So, guys, I think. Oh, let me just go back to the druid, I believe. I'll have to teleport to the teleport. Can I walk out from here? It will not allow me. It will not allow me from far about to. Oh, okay. Let me select where was the druid, or create a new one. Let me delete this one and create Baron very soon. Baron very soon we'll be able to create that. Let me randomize appearance. We need to fix a shader here on this beard. Fix X, whatever it is. And let me go inside and speak a little bit about the druid. The druid in the upcoming test will be effectively the main hero of the test. So if you go to a dungeon, you'd definitely want to have a druid with you. You definitely want to have a druid with you to heal you properly. Now, this is one example of the fact that it's in development build and it's unstable, which basically crashed on the low loading. But yeah, that's the situation. It's still not clean the way it needs to be. We'll do our best to make sure that this will be in a way better state when it comes to April 13th. It's nearly like a month and a half until we reach that. So believe me, a lot will be improved when it comes to the public test. By the way, guys, one other thing I want to understand. We want to plan 2 servers in general, one for America and one for Europe. Do we have other people outside of these 2 massive continents? And how much, and from where? Let me know. Brazil, you guys can connect to Americas. This should be fine. We only have a C server. Southeast Asia, Southeast Australia, Europe, Australia. Okay, let me make a poll to see from where are you guys at most, because if we have many people from, let's say, Australia or etc., we definitely should provide the server, and it's not that big of a deal. So let me write a poll. Where would you play on the test? Europe, NA, what in America, C servers, let's put it that way, or just call it, no, just Australia, let's call it that way, Australia. Okay, so let me see, where are you guys from? Where are you guys from? By the way, most likely many of the people that are right now watching the stream, you're most likely in similar time zone to me. So I need to also do some other stuff. Let me, and this won't be very effective. So let me go back to Discord. Where is it? Do I even have it here? Yeah, I should be having it. What? Here it is. So from the announcements, we used to vote. We used to vote. So let me see that. Let me see that. Come on, here it is. Hopefully they keep, yeah. I will be playing from Frankfurt, for example. What? Okay. So we have Paris at number 1, New York at 2nd, Frankfurt is again Europe. So Europe, and then it comes Sao Paulo, which we definitely, oh, we have a lot of people from Australia. We have a lot of people from Australia, so we need to have at least 4 servers. At least 4 servers. One in Sao Paulo, one in Melbourne, one in Paris, and one in New York. One in New York. So let me drop this. Let me drop this in the chat. Let me drop this in the chat so you guys can vote on this. Let me go. Come on. Let me go and drop this in the chat. And you can vote on this. You can vote on this. Now let me see how you voted in here. But before we do this, we have the finals of do you like the idea of a dodge mechanic? And 66% voted yes, 27% with I need to test it first, while 7% goes with no. But now Europe is winning here a lot with 60%, 30% NA, 8% Latin America and Australia. But I don't think that's really showcasing. I think this one that you see here on the screen is the most relevant, because here we have given the people the opportunity to vote. Right now many people are probably not in the proper time zone and they might not be able to vote here on the poll. Of course, people from Europe, where I'm based, will be most active in here. Now, while we're here, I wanted to do something with you guys. I wanted to have a dedicated section of my streams where we go and we discuss content from content creators. Basically, see a video from content creators, see what they like, what they don't like about the game, and discuss. Space Coconut, this guy, I love him. Let's watch a video from him. In the meantime, let me just put this while you guys are voting. Let me increase
However,
this.
I still want to play an MMO. I know that some creators have said that the genre is dead, and while they may be right, that won't stop people who love the genre from hunting for the next hopeful contender. And for me, thanks to Rorier, that is Scars of Honor. Listen to this.
But if we do that and the combat is boring, or the mechanics are not okay, or the classes are single-minded, we are going to do something. So we
Space Coconut is in the chat. Shout out to Space Coconut.
But we're feeling good about the progress, guys. We just slowly we need to get to this point.
Before they say we're getting any particular system, they want to make sure that they have the foundations of the game figured out first. And in his most recent stream, Venelin stated that they don't want to overpromise what they're doing, and they want to keep community expectations in check.
I think we should provide you a little bit more in-game footage, because in general, this is quite an old already.
Can't tell you
and it
how
shifts.
relieved
It shifts. Sorry to stop it that often, but it shifts so fast.
I am to hear that. I'll be spending the next week obsessively catching up on past streams to
See this. Now, this is relatively an old footage where we showcase the mobile client. And then people were like, oh my god, this is another mobile game. Which is not the case. Which is not the case.
what I can, but for now, we'll just cover the basics. If I get something wrong, let me know in the comments below. Scars of Honor is being made by Beast Burst Entertainment and is heavily inspired by Path of Exile. The
That's
CEO
true.
and creative
That's
director is Venelin Veseliv, who has a Twitch channel, Armegon TV, where he hosts Q&As with the community every Sunday. He's also apparently a PvP first guy, so you PvP enjoyers can bet those systems will be on point for anyone interested in participating. In those streams, he sets up polls asking viewers questions about their opinions on various things and takes them into consideration in designing the
Now, this is one of the views that I like, but this one I don't. This one I don't. I still believe we need to do a lot of fixing.
about their
A lot of
opinions
fixing
on
of the
various
visuals.
things and takes them into consideration in designing the game. This sounds like true community-driven design collaboration, which is kind of hard to believe. The biggest thing I want to mention is that they've created their own MMO game engine. This allowed them to go from nothing to a fully functional combat system with just a firebolt in 2 months. They said it was about 300 to 400 hours to make the system. This is a
It was
mind-blowing pace. And
one
now
month.
that they've used this game engine to develop the layered skill system that we'll talk about later, making new skills or even classes will take significantly shorter amounts of time compared to other studios trying
true.
to accomplish the same
Isn't
goal.
it Unity?
And by doing it faster, they'll
Unity
spend
is
less
the
money
game
making
client
it,
engine.
which means it's less expensive.
Let me stop it. Unity is the game client engine that we are using, while we have developed our proprietary server backend engine, which allows us to do this.
To make this game overall.
And this what you're
They
seeing
said that it
right now on the screen, the video from Space Coconut, is on the old build from 2024. So the characters are new ones, etc. So this is important for you to know, these guys.
only took them a couple of minutes to make a snare skill for the ranger. So put that
That's true. That's true. By the way, I have made myself a timer. I'm putting a timer, and I'm going inside the database and I'm setting up everything from 0 to making a healing spell with a healing aura. Took me 12 minutes. 12 minutes. From 0 to spell in the game.
into context with how fast they can make this thing. In my opinion, if they
Why? Because the engine on the back end is ours. I know the ins and outs of it. I know the ins and outs of it. And by the way, chat, I want to ask you here. Sorry that I'm jumping like that. Are you interested in a developer session with me where I will sit down, I will program in C++ and C#, and we'll make a feature together? How interesting would that be? I'm scared because I think it's too much of a development. Are you guys going to be interested to watch developing? Are you guys going to be interested? I can develop a feature. And playtest it until we make it together on chat. Together on stream. You like it? You like the idea? Man, I'm in the best community ever.
they licensed the server tech, they could fund the studio further and encourage other studios to create great MMOs more easily and cheaply, bettering the genre as a whole. But I'm just thinking out loud here. By the way, they're implementing hardcore
You're right. I'm making polls for pretty much everything. I would do this. Let me make a poll for this because I think it's important. I don't want to have like half of the viewer base just I don't want to watch programming, you know. Okay. I think we are starting to get the hang of this. Let me make a new poll. Would you like a dev stream where I dev live? Yes. Let's make a feature. Not really. I'm not a dev. Might be interesting. Let's see. Let's see. And then I would think about something that, for example, I can develop in 2-3 hours, and it will be just a development stream. I open it and we make something inside the game together with you. It might be fixing a bug. It might be something like that. I might take something of that. Let me see what you guys think about this. Ooh, quite a lot of people. 88% of you are in for this. Oh my god. We should definitely do it. We should definitely do it, chat. By the way, let me enable back the emotes so you have voice. It's not only me, but you as well. So let me enable back the effects. Okay, they are enabled. Here you go right away. Let's watch the video.
For those players interested in abandoning their teammates during a dungeon run. It sounds like the direction won't be where players lose their entire character, but they may instead just lose XP and gear from death. It's not a small loss by any means, but it's not a soul-crushing event that could entertain millions of people with the drama that follows. Scars of Honor is planned to be a free-to-play MMO with paid cosmetics.
Absolutely.
That's a pretty good idea. I wonder if any content creators have talked about this kind of monetization before.
Guys, let me take this for one moment. You would be surprised how few of the content creators are actually genuine content creators that are willing to stand behind a new small indie development studio like Beastburst Entertainment. There are so many content creators that only care about the bag, and I think content creators in some way can also be negative to games when something is overhyped, especially without a clear view to how things are made. So I'm really pleased that so far Scars of Honor and all of the content creator base is the best thing I could ask for, because none of them is paid to say what they should say. They are saying what they're thinking, and good and bad, it is what it is, and this is how it should be.
But apparently, their server solution brings the cost of a player connection down to 0, which I don't understand how that's possible. But by making it possible for players to play for free without eating the cost of that player's connection, Beastburst can afford to make the game free to play and increase their profit margin through paid cosmetics. I definitely want to learn about this witchcraft, so when I understand it better, I'll let you know more as well. In addition, I believe they're planning a subscription model that'll give you cosmetics and probably currency to buy cosmetics in the store, as well as provide access to the PTR, which is
No, this is not right. This is not right. Guys, the cosmetic subscription, optional subscription, that is going to be available when the game is released on early access and onwards, is not giving you access to the game. It is an optional thing that just gives you a bunch of appearance points and allows you to do customizations on the character after the character is created. That's all. Everyone can access the game.
This way, players can get a sneak peek and test upcoming features and content. I think that there was a mention of a battle pass somewhere recently, but Venelin said that battle passes wouldn't expire, meaning that if you bought one, you'd have access to the content inside it forever. This will be music to many players' ears who may not have a lot of free time to dedicate to a battle pass, but would still want the rewards within it. The gameplay of Scars of Honor is primarily a tab targeting system, but there are spells and abilities that act like action RPG abilities requiring manual targeting and timing. This will heavily tie into a player's skill with an ability in order to use it effectively in PvP. The game as a whole is going to be primarily a PvE experience with opt-in world PvP and PvP arenas and battlegrounds. The PvP arenas are aimed at having base stats and leveled equal gear, standard gear. I'm not sure what the term is.
That's not true. This is for the battleground. In arenas, you go with your earned gear and you play the match. But there in the arena, if you die, you don't lose your gear. With the skilled battlegrounds like Morning Pass, you play. We give you gear at the beginning, and while you play, you drop it. So, but You can also obtain better inside the battleground. And when you die, you lose only that gear. Once you get out of the dungeon, all of your progression gear, it's there. You have not lost anything.
PvP is strictly skill-based, which sounds fantastic. Actually, now that I think about it, I think there is a section or a type of PvP where they want players to be able to use their own gear, and I think that's just a different setting. I think it's like a 1v1 or a 2v2, something like that. But there are different options for different players depending on what kind of experience they want to have. Some of the exhibitions I've seen look like a lot of fun, even if I may not participate in the content personally, unless there's a particularly sweet-looking cosmetic that's available from it. Now, even though open world PvP is opt-in, I still want to find out more information about how players interact with each other.
Can we change damage numbers? Yes, definitely we will improve that. But this is also a very old build that you're watching.
As we all know, griefers love to grief. And if they have the chance to ruin someone's gameplay experience, they will. Now, look at this thing. This is the skill tree for Scars of Honor. This massive thing is wonderfully reminiscent of the Path of Exile skill tree, where a single class can spec into a variety of playstyles. The nodes will have the usual things like stat increases, ability buffs, and special skills and abilities that are only unlocked when you dedicate yourself to a particular build or a path. You can respec individual nodes or respec your entire build at an NPC for currency. I'm going to assume that it's going to be an in-game currency like gold, just something.
Armegon, how difficult was it to arrive on the playtest date? Can you walk us through the process a bit? Could be interesting to get an inside glimpse of the company a bit. Yes, I can, and basically we have a development plan that's over here. This is what the studio is working on, and I am pretty confident that no other CEO have ever done what I'm doing right now. I'm basically showcasing you what the team is working on, what the team separated by. This is the development team, this is the design team, these are the art team. Everyone separated on the tasks that they need to do so that we reach that end. We decided that this is the time frame where we can reach this point, and the best date would be Thursday. Thursday is 30th of April. So this is how we come to this decision. It's not something like we sit down and I should think about a date, stars, help me, align me on the decision and give me the date when it will happen. It's a discussion between the whole team, between the whole team, the different departments, the 4 major departments of the studio, and what it needs to be done week by week for each team for this thing to happen. So that's it. Oh, well, let me go back to the... 1 second, let me go back to the video. Coconut is awesome content creator, so we need to watch the video till the end. It's not
Simple
much left.
Like that. I don't think they'll paywall something like this. In June, they talked about the possibility of dual
These are
specking,
the talents,
inspecting other players' builds, and even build sharing. All of which sound
faction
really
and
interesting since
races,
build customization and sharing builds so other players
scar
can try
system.
a setup you discovered.
Let's
is
go to the
a
scar
safe
system.
progression system of the game. Scars are earned enhancements that pop up when you level or when you defeat a unique boss. The examples that we see on the screen offer stat increases, percent increases, and
Chat, how do you feel about the scars? How do you feel about the scars? Let me know your thoughts.
passive abilities. Thanks to the way that we know how the skill system works, new scars will probably be able to be added just as easily as new skills. The showcase Q&A mentioned scar groups and how only one scar from a single group can be active at a time. So if you defeat a boss or gain a level, you'll be offered a selection from that group of scars. The active scar from an unlocked group can be changed by using a consumable item or a currency that they haven't talked about, which I'm assuming is gold. But whether more details about swapping out scars or how they're acquired or how you get new ones, not much has really been told, but in the demo, I think we'll be able to figure it out.
So, let me explain that. Basically, you said it correctly, you can obtain scars in 2 ways. One is you are leveling up a character, you receive a scar. Second is you complete a boss, an open world boss, you receive a scar. then you can later reroll those and basically
out.
swap it for something
Once,
else.
you know, we level and beat the spider boss a couple of times, we'll be able to figure that out. Now, we know that they're tied to challenges and milestones, so a player will probably go hunting a particular boss to
That's
get a
true.
chance at a specific scar they want for their build.
That's true.
This is a really interesting take on stat boosts, and it adds to an already hugely customizable experience. These bosses, or at least the spider one they've mentioned, is found within a procedural dungeon,
Yes. True.
which again feels very much like maps from Path of Exile. There will be rooms with a variable set of challenges that you need to overcome in order to reach the boss. As you proceed through the dungeon, you'll gain buffs and debuffs that'll affect the run as a whole. Depending on how far you progress through the dungeon, you'll find it becoming more and more difficult, while at the same
That's true. And one thing I want to highlight in here, in Path of Exile, procedural dungeons are 2D. Like, there are new rooms, new corridors that are 2D. In Scars of Honor, procedural dungeons can go up and can go down. So it is basically undistinguishable from pre-created dungeons from other games. So in that sense, it feels really natural. It feels really natural because it's not flat. It's not flat and you move from one corridor to another and stuff. You go up and down, you use corridors, you go in different rooms, some of which are really huge, by the way.
time, you might be getting better and better rewards. But since they're procedurally generated and different paths can be chosen as you progress through the dungeon, each run will play out differently, even if you run the same dungeon several
true.
times in a row. This is music to my ears, since running the same path and dungeon for gear, items, and scars would inevitably become way too samey and repetitive. It's one of the reasons I enjoyed Path of Exile so much.
I
and
love
I'm
Path of
really
Exile,
happy
by
to
the way,
see a
chat.
similar
I
system
love Path of
appear in
Exile.
an MMO. Now, the questing system in the game sounds robust, and it sounds like the world remembers your decisions.
It does.
What those decisions are and how they might affect a player's gameplay
Let me stop
experience
this.
later on.
And I think this is a little bit an overlooked system in Scars of Honor, and I need to explain it. In Scars of Honor, you have options, you have a discussion, you have the dialogue system. Let me move myself from here so you can see it. So these are the dialogues. These are one of the dialogues where basically you're speaking with that NPC. First, it remembers all of your options. It remembers everything that you have said to it, etc. So it remembers. Second, when it comes to questing, there are hidden ways for you to complete the quest. And this week we were testing the questing system and we understood that first we need to make sure that there is a highlight. We agreed that we need to put some sort of a highlight, but not a question mark, not an exclamation mark above the head. So we are not doing that. We need to put some other highlight over the character that shows, hey, there is a quest for you to take. Because doesn't matter how cool the quest is, if you don't know that there is a quest, you won't take it. But we don't want to make the question mark above the head. And now I can definitely see how the community will make a meme out of this. Second, when you complete a quest in the secret pathway, we want to give you a visual feedback that show, hey, you unveiled a hidden way of completing the quest. So this is one thing that is, I think, different and unique for the questing system of Scars of Honor.
Sounds like the world remembers your decisions, what those decisions are and how they might affect a player's
Exactly.
gameplay experience.
People running around yelling there is no content, running past all of the quests because there is no question mark. There is no highlight. Let's not do, guys, the the exclamation mark and the question mark. Let's not do that.
Later
It's
on
done
is
already.
still unknown, but the idea is intriguing. Saving a puppy at the beginning of the game only to have it become some kind of demon you have to defeat later on
Exactly.
in a raid sounds like a wild ride if it's possible.
It's
According
possible.
to their website, the devs love lore, and the story
We
behind
do.
the game and the quests that support it are probably going to be worth the time to read for those of us who enjoy the why behind the adventure. And then comes my favorite part of any MMO experience: gathering and crafting.
Gathering and
Mining,
crafting.
woodcutting, herbalism, skinning, and fishing
Guys, how important is gathering and crafting for you? Is it just Space Coconut that is nuts on gathering and crafting? Are you really fans of gathering and crafting? Really? Nice. So I believe you're going to like what you're going to see in Scars of Honor, because in Scars of Honor, gathering and crafting are not just warning bars.
Fishing, along with blacksmithing, alchemy, and cooking, are the skills that they've mentioned so far.
Cooking.
Now,
Yeah, this is
they've
cooking.
gone with a mini-game approach to crafting and gathering, not just for an entertaining take on pressing
Absolutely.
a button and waiting for a bar to fill up, but also to make it more difficult for bots to easily farm materials, as they do in so many other games. According to the
Alchemy.
June showcase, their very
This is
dynamic
alchemy.
spawn gathering system changes the amounts of harvestable nodes available depending on the number of players in a given area.
That was close to burning
Basically, more spawns will be available when there are tons of people in an area. Their point was to avoid the problem of players wandering around for 10 minutes looking for gathering nodes and not finding any.
Yeah, this is
actually
woodcutting.
happened to me in Ashes of Creation. I spent an hour looking for slate and I never found any. And that's
This is
really when I
blacksmithing.
slowed down playing the game. An interesting thing they've added here are boss gathering nodes.
Yeah,
These big boys can only be farmed with 2 or more people.
Exactly.
So if you're like me and you like to gather solo,
This is an old footage. This is an old footage. I don't know why and how did you find this, but this is an old footage on an old map with old character.
once you find one of these, you'll have to get some help farming it. I imagine it'll be as easy
This
as
is
giving
again
a quick shout in the
an
area
old
and sharing the
character.
location for anyone nearby interested in
But
farming
this tree that you see here requires 2 people.
it. They mentioned that being self-sufficient and playing solo is something they want to allow players to do, but
Oh,
by
no. No, it's not.
socializing with other players and doing things together like
This
the
one
boss
is.
nodes, players will get
See this chat. How do you feel about gathering and crafting, where the cool stuff you need to speak with other people to do it? The real top G materials. What do you guys think about this? This is definitely a different take on gathering and crafting that we are taking in here. Why? Because it's fun. It's fun. We've played it and it's fun. And there is one more reason for you to interact with someone, to interact with the awesome community of the game. And hey, help me out. There is a big tree. Let's chop it together and stuff. Isn't that the reason why we fell in love in first place with MMORPGs? Because they made you play with others.
extra rewards for participating in those multiplayer activities. From what we know so far, blacksmithing encompasses everything metal right now, including armor, weapons, sidearms, tools,
Yeah, mining.
and then miscellaneous items and those listed as other. The minigame
Fishing.
and your success in the process will determine or improve the quality of the gear that
Cooking.
you craft. Blacksmithing is a timing game, while cooking is a kind of memory game while
Blacksmithing.
maintaining a heat level. And the idea of your skill with the minigame mattering for the quality instead of just an arbitrary number is fantastic and
That's true.
exciting. At first, I thought it would be annoying to do minigames hundreds of times to level a craft, but maybe there's going to be a different process for leveling versus crafting in a craft. I hope so, because I mean, nobody likes to craft 100 bazillion, wrist guards to level armor smithing. But I don't know. Craft leveling has always been a grind in one way or another. The trick will be making that grind enjoyable. Now, considering that I've only been researching
This is the
game
old
for
version.
12,
1 second.
14,
Let me go back and find it.
Enjoyable.
See this. This is how. First, this is super old. I don't know from where even that footage is taken. It's super old. The environment is terrible. Everything is terrible. Even that thing, I don't think it's finished from where it's taken. But here they are using spears to take out the fish, which is
Now,
why we
considering
changed it.
that I've only been researching this game for 14 hours by now,
14
this
hours,
is
okay.
about all of the information I've put together in a general sense.
Okay, so
Over
it's
the
good.
next few days, I'll be watching and clipping more information and tidbits about
See
Scars
this.
of
See this. This is exactly the spear hunting, and I was like, guys, who goes fishing with spears? We want mini games. V-Man says, who goes fishing with spears? Give this man a pole, fishing pole.
Honor. The main reason is because the Bulgarian-based studio Beastburst, as a dev team, seems to really understand what
See this.
they want.
See this, the before and after. The before and after.
Beast
You
burst,
need to say
as
this.
a dev team seems to really understand
Is there a difference, chat? In before and after? Is there a difference? How do we feel?
what they want and how they're going to get it. Their proprietary engine
Oh my
looks
God, that's
or
all
sounds
old.
promising, considering
And
the
even that
company
is
was
old.
founded in 2020 and now in 2026
But you see the
with around
difference
100
in between.
developers. This is the result. A demo
This is
that's about
1
20
year, by the
promising
way.
burst.
Difference
As a
from,
dev team
let me find
seems
it.
to really understand
Difference from this to this is 1 year
and
development.
what they want and how they're going to get it.
This
Their
is the same
proprietary
environment. From this
looks or sounds
to
promising.
this is 1 year development difference. 1 year development difference.
Considering the company was founded in 2020 and now in 2026 with around 100 developers, this is the result, a demo that's about to come out in spring. If you look at some of their older videos from their YouTube channel and from the channel trailer on
Oh,
his
that's me at the beginning. Space Coconut, how did you find this? Guys, I'll move my camera so you can see. You can see young Vanillin. See young Vanillin on the left and old Vanillin, old grumpy Vanillin on the right. This was the first prototype of the game, which I did completely alone. Space Coconut, how did you find this? Oh my God.
on his Twitch channel.
See the boss? See Ragnaros outside? Young Vanillin doing bosses alone.
You'll see that they've gone from this to this and then
Let me move myself. Oh my God, that video is so good.
to this in 2 years. The 2 years between the second one and
That's
the
true.
last one, and then the other one was in 2021. The prototype,
That's true.
that was in 2021. So ridiculous. And now they're getting ready to launch that demo on Steam, and that includes their very first dungeon and the battleground that they spent the past couple of months building.
That's
Stars of Honor, not only the game by itself has amazing potential from out of nowhere, but the dev team behind it is crazy.
This is Bulgaria
It
office, yeah.
sounds like they really understand what they want and they're getting it. The Scars of Honor looks amazing and has a crazy amount of potential from out of seemingly nowhere, at least for me. Considering that 2 years ago, I was just playing Soul Mask and waiting for the next MMO, which I think at the time was PAX Day. It's funny that I'm literally doing the same thing again right now. I'm playing Soul Mask, and now I'm waiting for Scars of Honor. I'm really looking forward to checking out the demo and learning more about this project.
Shout out to Space Coconut. Make sure you go and give him a follow. He's a great content creator. And I think it is definitely an honor to have a content creator like Coconut. Shout out to Coconut. Okay, guys. So before we go into the QA section, I will give you another round of the playtest trailer, so you see it, and then we'll go back and we'll do a QA section together with you. So enjoy the trailer. Okay, and we are back.
Your shadowy frontline
Let's
presence,
see
but in a
potential
way that feels too
pitfalls,
random or
because I
punishing
think
early on.
it's
Balance across
also good, guys.
this
I
master
told
decks
you,
could feel
I'm not sitting here to hype you and showcase you videos where we see only the good things from a creator. And I think coming from Space Coconut, this is also important to also think
clunky
about
if
the
the
potential
AI isn't
pitfalls
spot
of the
on.
game.
Scars
That's
might land
fair.
in a way that feels too random or punishing early on.
That's true.
Balance across all of these flexible talent mixes, that's going to take some serious tuning, and they've openly said that they won't have it nailed at launch. Early access means some rough edges, and classes like Pirate or Necromancer, those really mechanic-heavy beasts, they're so complex that they might not even ship on day one. But here's the difference. This isn't Ashes of Creation 2.0. Steven Sharif hyped the dream.
Let's just skip that.
Venelin and the Beastburst team, night and day. They have weekly Sunday
No,
streams where
guys. Look, I don't want to do these kind of comparisons. I don't want to do these kind of comparisons. I was
hustle
more
meets
like, let's
genuine
find
transparency. Free to play.
the weak points. And I want to tell you one thing: Scars of Honor is not a bug-free game. It's a game that has a lot of systems, a lot of things, and as Coconut said, there is definitely a possibility with such a great customization of your talents and with Scars to have a situation where it can become too overpowered and not really balanced. So it is important to see how this will feel. It might be good, it might be bad, but we need to play test it together. Let me go really quickly over our Reddit and see what you guys are saying over there, because it's important to take your feedback as well. I want to say first, really excited for the game, and I also hope for the best. But I'm also looking into the game. There seems to be a little gameplay out unless I just have seen it. I was thinking that hopefully this won't be No Man's Sky launch where they overpromised big time and under-delivered on everything. I'm excited for the stream on Sunday for more info and hopefully some playtest build gameplay. I hope to see a good groundwork and playtest and not half-baked content. It's a No Man's Sky launch. I hope it can stay alive long enough to see it grow. So in general, this is a very valid statement. And it's really important how we handle this launch. But guys, this test is not a launch. This is not a launch of the game, and it is important for you to approach it correctly. Why are we having no audio? Okay, now we're having. So it is important to approach it correctly. Are we promising the world? I don't believe so. I think we're quite conservative in many places. I have said no to so many things. And in that side, I don't think we have overpromised. The systems that I have showcased you here, this is basically what you're gonna see on early access. But the test, April 30th, and early access are first quite in distance in between each other. And second, we are not having any major additional systems like naval battles, like guild versus guild, or like housing systems. Nothing of that is included. So I don't know if this is promising the world. I don't feel like this is promising the world. I feel like this is the absolute must that needs to be inside an MMORPG game. How do you guys feel about this? It's up to you, of course. But this for me is the bare bones. This is the bare bones that needs to happen. Okay, let's see other stuff. I have a killer idea for the game, and this is how the bad thing starts. I have a killer idea for the game. Let's see how. That's literally just dungeons. You're describing dungeons. Okay. Okay. I really love that. Hype responsibly. It's Coconut. Hype responsibly. 100% I agree. Oh, deserves your excitement. Okay, this is a link to the video. Promoted. This reaction made the sticker inside. Scar's Head. Shout out to Scar's Head. This is a great Scar's Head. This is a great website, which, by the way, very soon will be feeded with an API, so that the first information they can showcase will be the items. So make sure you visit that website, you join their Discord, because this is what a true healthy community looks like. And I'm super happy and thankful for you guys for doing this. Need Druid to be kind of closer to WoW. What's this? Can we please get Shaman before global release and Druid and have car for melee DPS, maybe bear for tank? What kind of a car for cat? Maybe cat. It should be cat, right, chat? For DPS and maybe tank for WoW tanks. Okay, I really love how he approached this. Okay, great. Oh my god. Oh my god. What's your take on guild strongholds, players housing, the difference? So, in general, I would definitely put guild strongholds before player housing, because player housing in an MMORPG that relies on cosmetics, on gathering the people so that you can showcase your cool visuals, requires you to get out of the house. Guild strongholds is different thing, which I am all in about it. What's this? What happened from yesterday? I can open. Okay, this is someone who's having a problem with the loot boxes from the mobile app, which are completely free, and we were giving them away. We removed that. The new evolution of MMO class design. Somebody looks like Specs Coconut again. Do you think the devs are ready? Let's see. So, Science Ashes imploded. A lot of people, including myself, are looking for the new thing to play. And as you all probably have seen, the content creators are starting to think around this project. Do you think the team is prepared for sudden attention and sheer number of people that show up on the next playtest? It's very possible to suffer from success if too many people come at once, and it's going to be crazy. The best problem to have. I'm saying this is the best problem to have. Like, realistically, guys, I don't think we were making any game design decisions, any decisions for showcase or anything like that based on other events. We only care about when the game feels like we have something to show. This is the only thing that matters. This is the only thing that matters. Okay. What is this? Locking into this game now. Action and joy thoughts. Let's see. Writing this as someone who is interested in checking this game out, but not has played a lot of videos. So 100% correct on things. No action camera. Of course, because we are top targeted game, so we don't have that action camera thing. UI. Movement looks like Dark Souls type, where your character is in direction you want to move, holding S to turn your character 100%. Yes, it's basically, here is the movement. It's this. It's this. I can showcase it like that. S, W. Can definitely, I believe you should be able to see it. So this is the movement. And I think we are in ads, by the way. So after the ads, we will definitely go into the QA section. Make sure you check the Scars of Honor builds. Absolutely. Absolutely. So builds. That's lovely. That is lovely. That is lovely. So make sure you visit these two websites. Make sure you visit these two websites. Scars of Honor builds is a well-made talent calculator, which very soon we will also try to provide more information, but most likely after the test, because we don't want to spoil absolutely everything before that. And the moment when we go in the test, you have the information itself, so it won't be a problem. Let me go back to the game. And let's prepare for the QA section in 1 minute. I would like the movement. Wait. Let me read that. I would like the movement to be about 20% more snap. It feels a bit floaty. I feel like you should try it out. I feel it's definitely responsive. But this is one of the feedbacks that we want to get from you. There will be a lot of feedback sessions that I will take. Please talk about the death system. What happens when you die? So, really good question. What happens when you die? When you die, you get teleported to a checkpoint. A checkpoint, and then you need to travel back to where you want to go. We'll be able to full zoom where character vanishes completely. Let me show you. This is it. This is the maximum. This is the maximum. I've played almost every MMO out there. I'm 45 years old. This one though looks like the best I've seen for many years. I'm excited is an understatement. Thank you for the hard work on this. Thank you for the kind words, sir. But don't get overhyped. Don't get overhyped, because at this stage, the overhyping can only do bad favors for the game. We want to play now. Do you see Beast Burst more as an indie or AA company? AA, not a AAA. We are more like AA company, because we are around 100 people. We are around 100 people, and it's in the indie for me. It's 30 to 40 people tops. After 40 people, it starts to shift from indie. Not even overhype. Just wanna the game to work and have fun loop. This is all I ask. This is what we all ask for. AoE range seems to be big compared to the speed of the game. Are you open to shrinking this? The AoE looks OP. Absolutely, because at the moment you're not seeing something that is cleaned in the way it should be. So it's not representative of the final. With the large AoE ground effects, the more concern is being too OP with a slow character's move. Exactly, and this refers to the previous answer. What is the cap set for this playtest on the 30th? You mean level cap? So currently, we are experimenting with two things. We would like to cap it around 20 or 25. We will decide how we're gonna do this. But you don't need to level up 20 levels to kind of understand the leveling, to decide if it's fun for you, if it's good. Can we walk? Let me just check. But I think currently we don't have the walk enabled, just for the animation purposes. So when the animation is here, we will enable it back. Let me continue. Is there a resurrection skill scroll, or once you die you have to go back on foot? No, there are scrolls that allows you to resurrect. There are spells. The Paladin had a spell for resurrection, so you can be resurrected. Will this game promote using damage meters or block them? I don't like them. A personal one is fine, but the majority most likely won't them. This is yet another controversy in the community about the damage meters, and they are needed, but they are also causing harm. Damage meter is definitely the first thing where you see min-maxers and you see new people joining the game being pushed away because they are not top DPS or top healer or whatever, and this kinda also destroys and harms the game. So I've heard a lot of feedback from you guys, and I think at the beginning at least, let's try it without. Maybe just personal. We'll see about that. But if we do it, we will have to make sure that it is not promoting toxicity. Let's put it that way. Push-up emotes. In general, emotes will be one of the things that we will be monetized on. So these kind of emotes, like they are pure animations, you'll be able to do a lot of them. I vote for don't put it, it's toxic. Okay, chat. So we are basically effectively out of the ads. So I'm here to answer all of your questions. Let's go into the QA section of today's stream and discuss everything that you find interesting about Scars of Honor. So let the questions rain. Armegon, we'll have the game will have like sexy skins with revealing armors and curvy females. Do you know the games like Terra, BDO, lived so long because of the reason people really loved it. Man, I don't believe and I don't like to over sexualize Scars of Honor because it just starts to feel like Eastern MMOs, and I'm not a fan of that. You should be playing the game and you should buy things about the game because the game is good, not because it is driving a sexual appeal. I don't like that in MMORPGs. It just destroys the immersion for me. What is the fast travel systems like? How much teleporting, etc. will there be, or will player have more to move themselves? So there will be portals. There will be portals, which you can use in between cities. We'll see how we'll position them. You can also use on-ground mounts. What is the max level and how many zones are there? So the max level, currently we are thinking between 50 and 60. We are still not decided on that because we are also relatively far away from the early access where we are going to unveil those. On the public test that comes right now, it's going to be one zone, and that's what you're seeing over here. Do you see this? This is basically the zone which you are going to play on. And this will allow you to experience a lot of open world stuff. Can you choose multiple of the 6 starting nodes if you connect them? And can you talk about the active passive nodes? So you can, Druid is not having those. Let me go back to in this build. Let me go back to the Paladin, for example. And we'll speak about this. Will our character progress during test carry over the full release? No. After the test is complete, there will be a wipe. When playtest, 30th of April, I will rerun the trailer, the test trailer once again. We can go kill boss in world in this beta. So we discussed this with the art director and game design director. And we really want to put at least one open world boss for you guys, because this allows you to have a feeling about the game and what more will come. So we will definitely try to make one big open world boss so that we can all there and challenge it. You like it? You like that? Okay. Is there a Mohawk hairstyle? Yes, in many races. Can you explain the Necromancer quest? Too soon to explain that. Can you tell us more about the different rarity tiers and resources from gathering, if there is any? Is there a RNG involved in obtaining these, or it's skill based? So there is definitely a rarity in between the items. You have the common, you have the epic, you have the legendary, and excellent, but those are 1 second. For the AoE spells, can you double click on the instacast onto the target? I'm not sure I understand that question. The game clearly has a Western fantasy theme. Do you think we may see Eastern fantasy like clothes, monsters, weapons? Eastern in what kind of Eastern? Because Bulgaria, for example, is Eastern Europe. It's Eastern Europe, but it's not Eastern in the world. For example, Eastern you can refer to China, etc., and stuff. And so Chinese, I'm not really sure at the launch. We'll have some thematics from that. It's no longer a mechanics. We need to look at that time. Can you tell us about the UI customization and key bindings? Do you have a full control over that or no? So basically, at this moment, and especially when it comes to the test, you have the key bindings. You have the key bindings. You can do key bindings, but the UI customization won't be available to be done in the upcoming test. We will try to polish it a little bit, but not allow you to kind of do some sort of I don't know, tweaks and stuff that are really, really deep. Will there be glow effects on weapons? We love to glow. We love to show, especially of if you can upgrade to a higher level with that. Definitely, glow effects. The enchantments are really cool, and I believe we should do that. Is it gonna be available for the test? No, not unfortunately. So, could you confirm the PvP system in open world during the playtest faction based? Currently, as we are speaking, it is. And by the way, this is something that I want to discuss with you. Guys, I want to hear your opinion. If we have thousands of players and we enable open world PvP, this will allow us, the developers, to massively stress test the server. On the other hand, this might create a lot of issues for you, the people that are playing the game. So I'm thinking about maybe doing this PvP event as a separate thing. As I said over here, let me go back to my drawings. Where is it? 1 second. As I said over here, what we can do, and I want to hear your feedback, we can disable PvP, open world PvP. Open world PvP. We can disable it until the last content drop, where we enable the PvP, and there we can go, and together with you, focused on this, we can make it so that we go inside the game and we say, all the Sacred Order, all the domination, thousands of people, let's destroy the server. And only then we can fight it with each other in the open world. But if we enable it from the beginning, it gives you full freedom, it's full chaos. So how do you feel about this? How do you feel about this? Should we... Let me make a poll. This is a big question. This is a big question, so let me make a poll. And see what do you guys think? Because opening PvP from the beginning can be cool, but can be also bad. Should PvP be opened from the beginning? Yes. I want to kill. This is for the true PvP players. No, I want peace. One second. I want peace. Enable it later on with PvP with event. Later on event, like that. Let me see your thoughts. Hype train. Okay, we don't care about hype train. So enable it later on event. Yeah, I see a lot of people voting for this, and I think this is probably the best way. I think this is probably the best way, the safest way. But you need to promise me one thing. When we do that, we come here and we need to destroy the servers. Can we do that, chat? Can we do that? Okay, let me go back to the game. Let me close this. Hell yeah. So let's continue. Let's continue with the option to do anywhere. Yes. By the way, this is cool idea. This is cool idea. We might enable the dueling so that this will create a lot of replayability. We can enable the duels and later enable the PvP. This should be cool. How many players on one server test? So we will try to reach at least 10,000 people per one server. But if we do 10,000 people on this one zone, man, you won't have... It will be crowded. And I believe it will become a problem where your PC won't be able to render all of the characters, and it will make the game unplayable for you. So we'll try to lower the amount per server, because currently all of these people will come at this area, and spread it through more servers so that people can play effectively. Dueling is a must. I'm a big fan of the duel. If you die, you lose a character. No, this is not a hardcore. Let's break the game for valuable data. Oh, that's actually good. That's actually good. So, Armegon, open world PvP only makes sense if there is a risk factor involved. Like in WoW, if you're getting killed in open world, it doesn't actually mean anything. Is there any risk involved in the open world PvP? Like, do you drop items and inventory on death or any penalty associated? No, you don't do that. But it's just bad enough if you are just questing or you're not a PvP guy and you see a horde of 3 demons come and just destroy you. It kind of ruins the game. Kind of ruins the game, especially for these kind of people that are just there to enjoy. If you want to gather some materials and stuff and you don't want to be involved in PvP, I understand you. I hear you and I understand you. And somebody is laughing evilly. Let me continue with the questions. Do you plan to have a waitlist when adding into the server to prevent overload? Yes, a queue system. We have implemented a queue system, and we will also allow people to join more and more, and we can tweak it in real time so that we can let more people in. When playtest, okay, a lot of people are asking this question. Let me run again the trailer, and then we continue with the QA. Shall we? Let's go. And I hope this trailer has answered the question about when will be the playtest. Now, let's continue with the questions that you guys have. Let me see. Please, have an open world PvP in final game. I miss it so much when it's one of the reasons I quit WoW. Because they removed PvP servers and only have empty war mode. Now it's not the same as before. It's an immersion and danger in open world. Please have it. You definitely think of PvP servers, but we are relatively far away right now from early access or 1.0. Are you planning one server with multiple layers, or is there be many different servers? I'm concerned about being split from friends if a server becomes full. So, layering system in Scars of Honor works basically based on zones. And if you are here, you will be on the same server with me being here, but server will basically put you on a separate thread and will handle your resources and everyone else in that zone separate from the people that are in that zone. So this allows us to have scalability and to allow you to have more players online. If you come and you travel that route and you come in here, you will be automatically transferred into my thread, my zone, without any loading screens. You just fade into my zone and you will see each other and we can interact with each other. If you are here and I'm here and we are chatting, you definitely receive messages. So it's not like you are fully disconnected. Let me continue. We will have pre-vote available, pre-done vote available a day or two early. That's quite possible. I cannot promise you. Are you going to bring back the 100 packs before launch now that people have discovered you? Missed out, but love to support. I don't want to get any money from anyone before we deliver the game. We deliver the game, we will provide you the moment when we go in early access. If you want to support us, you can definitely buy founders packs. Founder packs will be purely cosmetics, which will allow you to get some cool visuals, get some cool mounts, etc. And we will allow you, as I used to joke in the Discord, after 12 years when we make the 6th re-release of Scars of Honor Classic, to brag about that you were there on early access with your mount. So, jokes aside, yes, but not with Honor Pack. And not before we reach early access. Maybe too much of a spoiler, but I'll try taking into the spoiler king after all. What's the overall atmosphere of the war? Is it more optimistic like WoW and many MMOs, or more adult like a sense of dark? Man, it's dark. Man, it's dark. At some point, you're going to see the cinematic trailer that we are building with the team, and we had to dumb it down several ways because it's dark. I mean, it was in a situation where we were like, isn't this too much? Like, isn't this too much? So it's not about friendship. It's not about roses and butterflies. And it's pure masculine dominance and brutal scenery. Let's put it that way. Okay. Please save it and release. He has 1 second. The chat is too fast for me to just grab a message. I want to grind for hours like BDO. Will there be plenty of SWAT spots? Also, will there be plenty of dungeons? Definitely plenty of spots for you to grind. And we were discussing this with the game design director that we need to probably create some sort of a system where if we see a lot of people on a specific quest, to make sure that the respawn time of the targets becomes faster. But then the lead developer was like, man, in classic MMORPGs, people are basically making queues in front of an NPC to kill it. And it's kind of roleplay, it's kind of cool thing. So what is your take on this, chat? Would you like to see such system? Or you would like to do the old-fashioned way where it is, that's the respawn time, sit in a queue? How do you feel? I think 2026, it should allow a little bit faster, right? Old-fashioned way. Faster spawns if more people in the area, exactly. Middle ground, okay? Faster is better. Yeah, faster, okay. So let me continue with the questions that you guys have. Okay, the poll is pretty much done. 76%. Enable it later in the event. So let me conclude that poll. 1 second. End poll. So that I can clean it and I can see better your questions. Hey Armegon, how are you? I'm fine. How are you doing, Sibs? I have a question regarding game mechanics and endgame challenges. I'm concerned since the game is also aimed at mobile if the mechanics will be over simple because of it. No. Absolutely no. As you see over here, we have plenty of mechanics. We have this. And seeing this, can you even think about mobile in that sense? Because can you say this is dumbed down because of the mobile? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Let me continue with questions. How long will it take to level up from 1 to the max level? Also, what will be the max level? I already answered the max level. Basically, we want it to be somewhere in the middle between World of Warcraft Classic and Retail World of Warcraft. Not as fast as Retail, not as slow as Classic. Can you respect any time if you didn't something specific to respect? Basically, what you can do, you can come over here, and in the public test that we are going to do right now, you are able to do a refund, and you see I'm taking these points back. So this is something that you can do if you like to respect. But there is not a build here that allows you to click and respect into something else. You have to manually do it. Okay, Armegon, do you know if you lose a lot of money if you don't have a sexy female cosmetics? Even just a little bit. Will it be at last make girls pretty and feminine? Definitely we will do pretty girls and feminine, but we are not going to make a bikini cosmetics. Because this is just destroying the immersion, guys. We can do really cool VFX. We can do nice dress. We can do these kind of stuff. But over-sexualizing an MMORPG, I'm not a fan. We're not making the bikini. Made cosmetic. Okay, how do you feel? How do you guys feel if right next to me here was a character of a maid female. It's destroying the immersion. It's destroying the immersion, isn't it? Goblin playable race, please. Instant buy. I know that you guys are going to buy this. I know that you guys are going to buy this, but we need to be careful. I've shown you how the armors are looking. Let me find it. And these are the references that we really want to lean in. This is not an Asian style MMORPG, not a visual language of a similar game. We don't want a bikini sets. We want normal, beautiful female models. Absolutely, man. You have seen the sun elves, right? You have seen the sun elves. If you haven't, you should. Okay, let me see other questions that I have not answered already. What servers are gonna be available for playtest? So based on this, and I will send it again, and I want you guys to go there and vote. Let me find it. Here. I want you to go and let me go in Twitch to drop it. 1 second. Let me mute this and send you this. So I want you to go and vote. But basically, currently, we're planning to have at least 3 occasions. Paris, New York, and 4, sorry, Melbourne and Sao Paulo. Because we have a lot of votes in these. And I believe for the test itself, having these 4 covered should be good enough. Should be good enough. Okay, are you planning to create a red zone PvP? And neutral zone PvP like Albion style. Albion is really PvP focused game. Scars of Honor is not that focused. So we'll see that. My life prefers playing games with a controller. Do you guys have plans to add controller support at some point or no? Maybe in future, but this will most likely be after 1.0. Until 1.0, we currently don't have such plans. 1 second. Let me see. My wife would really want to play feminine, pretty and feminine cosmetics. Do you plan super girly cosmetics? Yes, absolutely. Let me show you one of the cool Druid armors. See this. Now, if this is not over girly cosmetic, I don't know which one is it. So you see how this skin can still be feminine and not be sexualized. This is where feminine and girly things will go in Scars of Honor. I personally have 2 girls, so you know, I would love to have these things, but done properly, done with respect, you know. Do priest will close to disco in WoW in DPS to heal? Priest is definitely will be one of the best healers. Definitely one of the best healers. But I don't think they will be close to disc priests from World of Warcraft. I live in Germany and I'm really looking forward to the game. I'm moving to Taiwan next year. Will there be a Bangkok servers? we should open one for you. Okay. Okay. If you can make a leveling system like Metin 2, I have never played Metin 2, by the way. I don't know how it was there. We will add the website which class race combination is possible to be able to plan in advance what combination we want to play. This is cool thing, and I believe we should add that information soon, so I will speak with the team to prepare that. What about PKing. Can I PK on someone and become hostile for a while? I don't know what PK means in what you are phrasing, but the only way you can become hostile to a friendly is through a dungeon or just visit the arena when you can play against him. Let me continue. I'm new here, but the weapons are tied to classes or could be different weapons for a class like sword and shield and also two hammer for a paladin. They're not strictly tied to classes, but some builds are kind of making some choices a little bit better compared to others. Okay. Is there gonna be something similar like Wilderness PvP from old school RuneScape? 1 second. Wilderness PvP from old school RuneScape. I'm not really sure what that means, to be honest. I have not played that. You can appreciate the female beauty without thinking of... Yeah, exactly. Female gamer here, and I do agree that we need more feminine outfits. Heels if possible too. So, Lottie, let me know your thoughts on this. Do you like this armor? Would you play this as a female MMORPG player? Do you like this? And I will speak with the team to see, can we do something a little bit more for you, because feminine player base is important. Yeah, I would. Okay. Better than bikini armor. Show it in game. I can, but I need to know the ID of the set, so I don't know that. Благодаря ти. Няма защо. This is in Bulgarian. Thank you, with me responding welcome. Okay. So guys, for those of you who have joined relatively to the end of the stream, I want to repeat one thing again. There was a discussion about bug spaces as convenience, and a minority of the voting, like 10 to 20%, even less than that, voted that it can be pay to win. I said it in the beginning of the stream, I will repeat it again. Effective from today, backspace is no longer a thing in Scars of Honor and will not be considered as something that you'll be able to buy. Because if I'm sitting here every Sunday and I'm taking feedback, I need to prove to you that I can act upon this feedback. I said in favor of this, we're introducing a optional cosmetic subscription, which will allow you to receive a bunch of appearance points, which you can use to change appearance of your items. And second, that specific appearance optional appearance subscription will allow you to later modify hairstyle, tweak beard, and whatever it is. With a thing that we are discussing to allow only these people that are on that subscription to have a minor sliders that can make you a little bit taller or a little bit shorter, to emphasize a little bit on shoulders and some kind of stuff. So again, purely cosmetic visual changes. So this is the stance, the final stance on this. And I really don't want to have a division inside the community where majority of people are saying extra backspace is not pay to win. The other ones are saying it is. And if someone can prove that this is a pay to win, it has no place in Scars of Honor. It absolutely have no place in Scars of Honor. How many people are working in Beast Burst Entertainment? Any plans to hire more people? Is it size of the studio that impact on the game date and new content? Small studios often don't have new content, which means that when I reach the end game, I have nothing to do. So currently, Beast Burst Entertainment is around 100 people that are hired in the studio, and we have 3 outsourcing studios. So if you combine the outsourcing studios, we become quite north from 100 people. And we want to focus on the current team that we have we want to make sure that we are surrounded only with top talent, highly effective and highly producing people. And for us, content cadence is important. We want to make sure that we deliver content as regular as possible, presumably up to 3 to 4 months, because this is the ideal time frame where we believe once we give one content and it's consumed, you should be able to come back and visit us again for the next bunch. So this is the current state. And as I said it previously, when the test drops, I will be here streaming every night with you guys so that I take the feedback firsthand. I am not here hiding from any feedback, good and bad, especially from the bad one, because I think this is the place from this is the feedback from which we can improve. And I said it in beginning of the stream, you need to come April 30th with the right attitude. You're not coming to a complete game. You're not coming to a game that is full of the content. You're not coming to a game that doesn't have any bugs. You are coming effectively at the worst state of the game that it will ever be. Why? Because what you're going to see is just the start. We take the feedback, we improve it, and we move forward. So, thank you for being part of today's stream. It was such a pleasure. I will launch once again the trailer for the upcoming test, and I will see you again in the next one. Thank you, chat. Thank you so much. Yay! 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 Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Big bravo! Big bravo! Thank you, everyone. Let's enjoy the trailer, and I will be seeing you in the next stream.
Hark, brave souls, the night grows late. The fire dims, yet dreams await. The tales are told, the danger's gone. We all have followed Armegon. The banners fall, the horns grow still. The moon now rises o'er the hill. Scars of honor, battles fought, memories made and lessons taught. Though this night draws to an end, our song lives on, my loyal friends. Fear not the dark nor closing scene, for we shall gather here again.
Follow, follow, follow Armegon. Return again, come everyone. Scars of honor are legend spun. Come back next week, the tales go on.
Raise your voices, speak once more. Let the chat resound and roar. Share your stories, bring your cheer, for we'll return, the day draws near. 7 nights of fleeting span. We'll meet again as heroes can. Fire waits, the hall shall ring. With songs of battle we shall sing.
Follow, follow, follow Armegon. Return again, come everyone. Scars of honor are legend spun. Come back next week, the tales go on.
Hush now, heroes, rest your heads. Dream of quest and battle spread. Next week's dawn will light the way, and we shall fight another day.